Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Daniel Davidson. I am the CEO of Business Star Makers. So the question is, if I want to fly like an eagle, I don't want to be a chicken in the coop. How do I know which direction to go? How do I know what to do? How do I know? How do I know where to go? Those are all good questions. What is my compass? What's going to tell me the direction in my life? Those are great questions, and I've been asked those questions since the previous video that talked about that issue that we discussed, the story of the eagle in the chicken coop. If you didn't watch that video, I suggest you go find it and watch it. It has been received very well because it really talks about the story that probably resonates with a lot of you out there. Yeah, so if you really do feel out of place among many of your friends and family, and you feel like you belong up there soaring with the eagles and not down here with some of the others who don't seem to be like you, maybe you should really decide to fly. And if you do decide that you are going to fly with the eagles, it is a pretty scary decision, okay, because it does have its risks, okay, it is, but it also has its rewards, okay, it does have its rewards. So, and we discussed that because to tell you, sometimes it's best to have tasted the pleasure, the beauty, and the wonder of flight, even if it's short and brief. If you're meant to fly, you must. And even if it's brief, that feeling, that sense, that wonder, that just sensation of the wind beneath your wings, right? As an eagle, even if it's just for a few days, is worth all the risk versus spending your entire life in a cage. I don't care what they're going to feed you in the cage. Even if it's made of gold, even if it's got jewels all over it, I don't care. If you're an eagle, I bet you prefer to fly. Even if you're going to end up having an accident, right? At least you've tasted the pleasure of being free for a while, right? At least for the most of the eagles out there, right? So the point of it is freedom for an eagle has a whole lot of value. So for those leaders out there who feel like they belong up there and not down here, and they want to be free to do what they're meant to do, they want to lead their lives, living it their way, following their dreams, leading their lives with passion, free, doing that which really makes them happy, fulfilling their calling, breaking free from all the taboos, all the fears, all the things that everyone's, oh, don't do that. Don't do that. What do people say? Oh, no, you don't want to do that. Yeah, I want to do that. I want to exactly do that. I'm going to do that. And whatever they say, I don't care. Because that's exactly what I want to do. That's what I'm here to do. It's my calling. I don't care what anybody's going to say. Because you know what? If I don't do it, when I am on my deathbed, I'm going to look back and I am going to regret it. So yes, I am going to do that. And the compass of leadership is not only the deathbed inventory, which I've spoken about, is your heart. Listen to your heart. It tells you exactly where you got to go. It is talking to you. It's right there. Okay, it's right there. You know, when you stop talking and start listening, that compass starts talking to you. You know the meditation? In every culture, in every spiritual culture, every religion, every spirituality and teaching, meditation has been taught as a way of connecting with that compass. Okay, that direct connection, that guidance. It's right there. You're born with it, and that's your connection. Connect to it. It's talking to you. It's telling you where you belong and where you're supposed to go and what you're supposed to do. And you know it. You know there's something there. There's something out there for you to do. You feel it. You have a sense. You just maybe don't know exactly what it is, but you know there's something for you to do. And you know what's interesting is sometimes when you're doing it, you just feel a certain feeling. Like right now I'm feeling it. Talking to you guys, okay? I'm just feeling it. I'm right in my moment. I'm right there, right? This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay? This is my calling, truly connecting with people and teaching and sharing my experiences, sharing what I learned, learning so I could share, experiencing life, connecting with people so that I can impact them. You know what? As a doctor, as a surgeon, you could maybe, yes, I love being that, and I can help people, yes, one at a time. But as a leader, I can probably change in one day the life of millions. Do you understand? In one day, I could do maybe 2 surgeries. As a leader, I can change the life of millions. Well, when I thought about that, that changed my whole perception. That really did. As a teacher, as someone who can impact people's way of looking at things, thinking about things, evaluating things, I realized if I could change the way people see war, the way people see religion, people see separation between people, cultures, I could really make an impact in this world. If I could get people to love each other regardless of their color, creed, culture, background, religion, I could make an impact. And that is a whole lot more than what I could do as a doctor, as a surgeon. Not that I don't want to be a surgeon, not that I'm not going to be, but I'm just saying, continue to be, but I'm just saying, that kind of a thought impacted me and what I'm going to do with the rest of my life, right? So that was, for example, one of the reasons why I thought, hey, this is my calling. This is what I should be doing with my life. The other is that, I have entrepreneurship in my blood. I was born with it. And I can't just take that out of my blood. That's something that's in me. My father was a philanthropist. Since I was born, he was on the other side of the yard taking care of people who had no money. And I was here sort of like the other side of the yard in a little, it wasn't a house, it was a one-room home in a village where he lived and taking care of people who could not afford anything. As a doctor, he was just there taking care of people. And I was born in this place. I was meant to be, right, in that family. And my grandfather was just teaching me spirituality since basically I was a week old. My grandfather was a spiritual teacher. So I was born in a family where my grandfather was a spiritual teacher. My father was a philanthropist, doctor. That was the purpose of my life. And I was an entrepreneur. And I turned out to be a teacher, doctor, entrepreneur. Is that a strange thing? No. It was just meant to be, right? There's a purpose for that. There's a reason for that. Because, I mean, you need money to even spread spirituality and do all the things that's supposed to be. I mean, I have to do those things. I have to learn how to make money so that I can spread spirituality and be a philanthropist and all those things. You need money to do all those things. You need a lot of money. Listen, if you're a big zero, you can't help anybody. If you can't even afford yourself, how are you going to help anyone? But if you got a lot of money, you can help a lot of people. A whole lot more than you can if you're broke. Right? If you got a good heart, you got a good soul, you want to help a lot of people, and you got money, you can do a whole lot when you got a whole lot of money. Well, that's why, most likely, God wanted me where He wanted me. But I had to go through the whole process, and I know that's what it is, so I have to go through the process. This is my calling. This is my process. I know. So that's my compass. I have to just keep on reconnecting. And it's a process that it's like, it's being in the war. It's a war zone. Life is a war zone. And it basically means that you come across difficult challenges all the time. As I've said, it's like a child that wants to walk and keeps falling, right? And has to get back up and keeps falling, and has to get back up and keeps falling. But you can't give up. Does a child give up? No. Keeps walking, keeps getting back up, keeps trying, keeps back falling, keeps back up. Why? Because in your, just like a child does, just naturally is born with that, instinct that I have to get back up and keep trying because this is what I'm meant to do. Till the child gets to walk. And that's exactly what, as a leader, within you, this is what I've got to do. As that eagle, I gotta fly. This is what my purpose is. I gotta fly. I'm not a chicken. I gotta fly. This is what I'm here to do. This is who I am. I can't go back in the coop. I gotta fly. And that's what life is about. You gotta find out who you are, and you gotta be true to yourself. So, to answer the question, how do I know? Where do I go? What do I do? Connect to this. And they'll tell you where to go. And then when you fall, get back up. And then you fall harder, then you get back up harder. just like a spring, you know what? It's just spring. Just back up harder. You know what? Bang a ball, basketball, real hard. What's going to happen? Goes back up a lot harder, a lot higher. Think of yourself like that, because you know what? Your intent is to go as far as you possibly can in this lifetime. Because that's where you got to go. That's why you're here. What else are you going to do otherwise? Retire to misery? To regret? Feeling sorry for yourself? Like saying, oh, well, I wish I could have, would have, too. Is that going to be fulfilling to you? I wish I had the guts. I wish I was strong enough. Is that going to be making you happy? Isn't it a whole lot better to be feeling fear and just do it anyway? Don't you feel more proud of yourself? At least I'm doing it, Yeah, it hurt, but I'm doing it anyway. It's a little bit better, right? And you feel a lot more passion in your heart doing it. You can do this. Listen, I bet you really, really know it. You know you can do this. Otherwise, you won't be watching this far, this video. You would be saying, I can't do this. This is too much for me. But you are watching it this far because you know you got what it takes to do this. Whatever it is in your heart. You know you got it. And you know you got something in your heart. There's something there, you know, you got something in you that you know is meant to come out and for you to pursue. You're not meant to be down here with the chickens. Gotta fly. And I'm not disrespecting anyone, by the way. I mean, I'm not saying anybody that's not doing anything else or whatever. I'm not calling anybody anything chicken or anything like that. I'm just saying, you know, nobody is being disrespected. I don't mean that. It's just, you know, if you have a purpose, you got to follow your dream, is what my you know. So the belief that I have is 95% of people are happy just to survive, just to be. They're just happy being. 5% of people, that's my belief, aren't happy just being. They want a little more than that. That does not, you know, fulfill them. The just existence is not enough. Okay, the 5% of the people, existence for them is not sufficient. They need more than that to make them happy. And I bet you're part of the 5%, or else you wouldn't be watching this far. Okay? The 95%, they just wouldn't even be watching this kind of stuff. They're like probably watching TV right now. Or whatever they're doing. Okay? They're not looking for personal development and self-improvement. More entertainment, drinking beer, you know, whatever. It's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Okay? But the 5%, personal improvement, self-development, what can I do better? What can I improve about myself, about my life? How can I, you know, do excellent things in my life? How can I perform better than I did yesterday? How can I be, you know, a leader? How can I achieve my life's purpose? Those are the big questions in their life, right? What's my purpose in life? Why am I here? All right, self-actualization, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the highest level, right? So, the point is, you get to answer that for yourself, and that's up to us. We need to find the purpose for our existence, follow that, and nobody can answer those tough questions for us. It's up to us. Now, follow the compass. The compass is here. Meditation, ask, and you shall receive the answer. Every day, you need to really look into your heart. It's there. The compass is there. It's showing you the direction that you need to lead. If you ask the right questions and stay quiet, the answers will come. You'll hear them. In your mind's ear and your mind's eyes, you will see and hear. And as time goes, it'll get more clear and vivid. In the near future, in my other videos, I will show you how to create in your mind's eye and in your mind a place where you actually can go and build a place where you will have your own personal space. as I do. And it's taken me 30 years to build it, since 1989. And it's gotten more and more elaborate over these years. Mine is very elaborate. And I will teach you video after video how to make yours. And over all these leadership courses, all these years, all these experiences, mine has gotten elaborate and very extensive. Kabbalah and other spiritual teaching courses and trainings and experiences. And I've just... So the point of it is, you have to make a decision. Are you gonna stay down here where you don't belong and you know it, or are you going to fly? And I can't answer that for you. Nobody can answer that for you. Only you can answer that for yourself. My suggestion is, you answer yes, I am going to fly, because you deserve the experience. It's nothing like what you've experienced so far. It's worth the pleasure. Amazing, amazing experience. Now I have to turn the video off, and this thing does not work right now. So I'll chat with you soon.